Good morning, this is Stewie Melly from Havre, Montana. I was on Havre Holiday Village Wiki, and today is Sunday, June 28th, 2026. This is the computer for talk at the basement today. I'm going to show you how we got here, how much thing we going on we got. I'm using all kinds of different packaging. This thing I have to tell you then is what next thing I have to make right here. Just also basically have to try to clean out this mess. And I was sure I'm supposed to donate, and this thing I have to do right here, except for this. Why you basically have to do right here? You got this thing going on. We got a visual basically. Do you like Will? Okay, so this thing looks like an old TV right here. And this thing have to do right here, and this thing have to do right here. Now another thing what's supposed to have here. You got. It used to be all kinds of printers. You got this thing, and this thing has right here, and it's kind of on your base PCs. And like the more than Pentium processing. Everything has to do right here. Everything has to base thing right here. We got. I'm using always everything I can do right here. We got. I'm using always says we got this thing. This monitor right here. You used to have to run with this machine. You got this wing right here. This after this backpack. Yeah. No, let's take here. So let's take a look at it. Alright. So there's this thing. You got obviously facing you can do right here. You got all kinds of different tapes on here. Everything you have to make sure for this thing. Everything all kinds of different Nick shows like Dora the Explorer, Blue's Clues, Little Bear. I mean, even sometimes everything got all kinds of Disney movies on here. And this thing had to make it easier when I found back in mid 1937. And this is basically had to do right here. I just basically have to do right here. All kinds of we need to prove videos right here. This thing had to make it easier when I thought or so. He just basically have to tell you that we're gonna have to swap this area. So at least we know what you basically have to do right here. It's called that just have to do right here. You got it just a bit right here. You got I mean, you know, if it's kind of messy stuff. And you can always see you got Shrek, the first movie, and Blue's first movie. I just have to do right here. Alright, you got this thing. I just have to make sure what it does. Yet. You know, this thing, it used, this from the vault. But now, it is big in the box. Let's take a look at it. Alright, right here. Okay, right here. This is the other videos. I have to order Nintendo Switch 2 for May. Now this week I have to here. Follows through Chinook, Montana. Throughout the decade. This week I have to show you what the view looks like. I'll do a review sometime in the future. Let's take a look at it. Here's the Nintendo logo. On the top. There's the left side. Here's the right side. Look on the back. In the bottom, we have appears to be a barcode and serial number and stuff. So that's nice. Let's put them away for now. There you go. Alright. That's what we got here. We got the Wiggles Christmas DVDs on here. Carrie's teasing about the Disney Channel recordings from 2002 to 2005. And this thing I have to tell you, man, is how much we did this thing going on. We got, if you should always have been here, a set for comic books like Archie's. And, and we're not going to need to go to the doll section. It's because we know it's nice. That's way to be all kinds of different novels and stuff. And unfortunately, Ruby's nostalgic. Yes, we always that's enough to use in all this process. And how much we take this and turn it on the monitor? Here, it goes like this. That might be kind of handy. The heated road blanket. And everything make it easier for like water, so. And and what we got here? Anyway, here's a donated supply. Okay, Andrew, how much people going? How much supposed to donate this? You know what? How did you do with this? How did you? If you want to donate this, I usually can sign up for the Salvation Army. Okay, so here's my standard box for like a Dell thing. This is what I have to do right here. And this is always a big thing. No, sure, the users. There you have it. Well, it's ready to go. So different kinds of language right here. We have Don't show Carrie's face. Oh, sorry. They're doing kinds of different languages. Amen. Yay, God. There's kinds of different faith books on here. I didn't save it to the church, and I guess you're supposed to read this. All kinds of. It's complicated. There's a available clock. How much of this you know before? I wish I'm going to miss you Kmart and Kmart bags throughout the decade. But you should obviously this thing have to do right here. And this is what I say here. Yeah, other guys this is going to do difficult. Oh, and what we got here? Here's the cupboard supply. I wonder how I was supposed to eat this. Aha! There's a clue. That's my glasses. Leave it. I'll give it to Andrea right now. Leave it. No, leave it. Leave it. Sorry. I still have Fruity Pebble treats, which is 3 more left, which is obviously the most important part of a complete breakfast. Alright? going. Actually, let's try one more thing. I got your old TV thing right here. And your Nintendo Switch on here. And no matter happens, when I try to watch Disney's True Life Adventures, go straight to the Disney Vault. And the Disney British movies on here. And just trying to donate your duplicate little bit videos from Reader's Digest. This they have to do right. We're here at the living room right now, which is thanks for doing right here. This is called the Basement Thrift Hall. And you're right here. And I wish we get this thing going on because I used to always have this thing make it easier when I bought her, so except for this thing. And I wish if this thing had to make it easier for I bought her, so I wish if it's make it as soon as possible, except, and this is make it easier for I this right here, so I'll be do it after later on. But yeah, there's the Basement Thrift Hall update from June 2026. It's right here. So just one right here. Got to put in the closet right here. So we'll do that for a little bit. And anyways, I just make it easier for I thought or so. Except for the it's getting hot here. Happy summer, everybody. Thanks for choosing YouTube. And wish me have it to right here as soon as possible.